What you say, ladies and gents, it is your boy Bucket Sam and we are back again today for a stellar video. Today I'm doing my World Cup predictions. Yes, you heard me. It feels like we've been talking about it for ages, for years, and it is finally upon us. A Winter World Cup. Yes, it doesn't feel right, it feels a bit bizarre, but I'm all for it. I'm now starting to get that fever, that World Cup fever. And today I'm going to be going through every single group, giving you my position. So we're going to start off with Group A. We've got Netherlands, Senegal, Ecuador and Qatar. And my order, in fourth place, I think Qatar, sadly the host nations for me, aren't on the level of this group. I think it's actually quite a difficult group to call as well. Ecuador then in third for me. Yes, I think Ecuador, they've got an alright squad. There's quite a few players that you'll have heard of, like Caicedo for Brighton. You've got Enner Valencia playing for Fenerbahce, formerly of West Ham and Everton. It's a good squad. I think they're just about going to miss out. And then second, I think, will be Senegal. And Senegal obviously taking that form and momentum from their AFCON win. It's a very strong side. There are a lot of well-known players. We're talking about Koulibaly, we're talking about Edouard Mendy, Kouyaté and Dieng. There's lots of good players in this squad. So I think they're going to finish second in this group. And then top of the group, I'm going for Netherlands. And for me, I think they're going to go really far in this tournament. I really like their squad. Obviously, they didn't make it to the last World Cup. So there's a lot of pressure on them really to do well in this tournament. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see them. You're talking players like Van Dijk, De Jong, Bergwijn. They've got a very good squad. Xavi Simons, their entire team, that seems to all of a sudden just built a really good squad, like out of nowhere. But I think it's because obviously not making the Euros, everyone just kind of forgot about them a little bit, and then they've kind of just been going on without minding their own business, and all of a sudden they've built a good squad. Sorry, I mean not making the last World Cup. Sorry, that's what I meant. And players like Dumfries, they've got a good squad, so I think they're going to top the group. Now on to Group B. Now this is the one that everyone's looking forward to. In bottom of this group, I think, will be USA, and I'm sorry to say that to USA. I know that's a lot of people tipping them to go far. I just don't think, looking at the squad, it is good enough. They've got some good individuals, but overall, a squad, you need a good core 14, 15 players, because kind of those players that can come on, match winners. I don't think they have enough of those. In third place, I think will be Iran. Yes, you heard me. A lot of people writing off Iran. They're a good side. We saw it at last World Cup. They're starting to build something. They're 20th ranked in the world according to the FIFA rankings. I think they've got an all right squad. So I think third place for them will be a good finish. Second place now, I think, will be Wales. And a lot of people like to write Wales off, but I do think when you look at their squad, it is a good squad. And as I spoke about before, it's that 14, 15 core players that you need to have a strong kind of unit. And I think they've got that. I think there's going to be a shock result for them. I think they're going to do really well in this tournament. Second place for me, and then top of the group, obviously, for me, has to be England. And I feel like it's an obvious shout. And obviously, this is not an easy group. It is officially the hardest group in the tournament, according to FIFA rankings, the average place. It's not an easy one, but I do think England should really be winning all of these games. So now on to Group C. We are going to go straight in fourth place. I think will be Saudi Arabia. I don't think there's quality in this group is horrible for them. I do feel for them. In third place in Mexico. Mexico at one point had a great squad, but for me, I think a lot of the kind of those stellar players are kind of really dropping out of form. We think about players like Chicharito and players like that. They're not at the form or the level. Gonza, talking about Carlos Vela as well. Kind of these players that were at their peak years ago, and I think they're kind of on the decline, and the squad is kind of going through a regeneration and a new generation coming through. Second place, I think, will be Poland, and I think Lewandowski might finally get his World Cup goal. He's never scored a World Cup goal. That baffles me. I can't get my head around that. I think they're going to go second and get through to the next round, and then top of the group, I think, will be Argentina. A lot of people's favourites, obviously, winning the Copa America. They've got players like Messi, Dybala. We're talking absolutely everyone. Rodrigo de Paul. Their squad is so good. It is literally littered with quality. Di Maria, we could go on about it all day, so I think they're going to top their group and straight through to the next round. Now on to Group D, we've got Australia for me, bottom of the group. Again, we talk about the core players. These are kind of one of the weaker squads, a lot of unknowns with this, but then there's always one shock team, but for me, I don't think it'll be Australia. Third place, I'm going Tunisia, and this one's a bit of a rogue shout because I know a lot of people are tipping them to finish bottom of their group, but I think when I looked at the two squads, put Australia's up against Tunisia's, I personally prefer Tunisia's, and we're talking again, not when I say squads, not squad as a whole, that starting 14, I think, in my mind, kind of the 11 players and the 3 that they'll bring on. So third place for Tunisia. Then second in the group, I think, will be Denmark. A lot of people saying surprise package of the tournament. I don't know how you can be a surprise package of the tournament when you literally just got to the semi-final of the Euros. We know their squad is amazing. So second place for me, and then top of the group will be France. And I know we spoke about World Cup winners curse on my podcast. If you haven't already, please go stream that on all platforms. Bucket House Sam Talks Ball podcast. The link to that will be down below. France and every other World Cup winner usually drop out and don't make it out of the group, so I do think this French squad is absolutely unreal. Now on to one of the worst groups, and a lot of people, when I say worst groups to call for predictions. Fourth place, I'm going Japan. Yes, Japan have got a nice little squad, but I just think they're going to struggle in this group. And then third place, I'm going Costa Rica, a side that in recent World Cups, we saw the likes of Keylor Navas really put a name for themselves and do really well in this tournament, so I think they're going to finish third, just missing out on qualification. Now, the top two, this is where it gets a bit interesting. If you haven't already, by the way, guys, please do smash the like button and do subscribe. Second place, I'm going Spain, and it was a difficult one for me. The top two in this group is going to be really difficult to call. I'll just look at the Spain squad and compare it to the starting 11 to Germany's, and that is exactly why I think Spain will finish second, and I think Germany will finish first. This German squad for me, it's kind of gone under the radar a bit. We're talking players like Musiala, we're talking about Kai Havertz, Muller, Kimmich, Goetze. So there's lots of really good players in this squad. Gnabry, Sane. There's such a good squad littered with quality. So I think they're going to top this group with ease. And now on to Group F. Only 3 groups left, guys. But in fourth place, I think, will be Canada. Looking at the squad, it's not a great squad. Fair play for them for the first time qualifying for this tournament. Really good for them, but I just think they're going to struggle with this. Third place, I'm going Croatia. And yes, this is a big shock. I look at this squad now, and it's an ageing squad. And I mean seriously ageing squad. They're relying on a lot of old players. I don't think they're going to do it. Third place, they're not going to get out of the group. Second place, Morocco. Yes. You heard me. Morocco in second place of the group. I actually think they've got a really good squad. You're looking at players like Elias Scher. You're looking at players like Ambarat. You're looking at players, I'm trying to think of the one, Hakim Ziyech. There's a really good squad. Really good squad, and I think they're going to go far in this tournament. I think they're going to get out of this group stage, which is an absolute great achievement for them. And then top of the group, Belgium. I think it's a really obvious one, and it's kind of interesting to see how far they'll go in this tournament, because it's kind of the end of that golden era that they've had. Now on to Group G, another not an easy one to call. Bottom of the group, I think, will be Cameroon. Same as I said on my kits video, I think it's an awful kit, and I just don't look at this squad and think it is great. I think they're going to struggle. Third place, I'm going Switzerland. Again, a side in recent years we always said they were great, but I just look at the squad now, it's aging as well. Second place, Serbia, and I think that'll be a lot of it will be down to Vlahovic and Mitrovic up top. Those two together are going to be absolute powerhouses. And obviously top of the group, I'm going for Brazil. Brazil, we all know, favourites for me for the tournament. I've predicted them to win it. Just looking at the squad is absolutely unreal. It's ridiculous. Back four is so solid. Midfield is solid. Attack, their squad is just, wow, yeah. Insane. And then the final group of the tournament, Ghana, I think will finish bottom of the group. Then third, I think will be Korea. I think Korea, it's imbalanced for me as a squad. And then second place will be Uruguay. Yes, they are my surprise package for this tournament. I expect them to go far. And I think Darwin Núñez is going to bag this year. I really hope he does, to kind of silence the haters a bit, because I think he's got a lot of unnecessary stick off the media. So I hope he has a great tournament. And then top of the group, I think, will be Portugal. Even though, yes, everyone keeps going on about all the unrest in the squad, I think it'll be fine. I think it's all media just creating stories for story's sake. But that is it. That is my full predictions. Let me know down in the comment section below any of your predictions for the World Cup. I can't wait for it to happen. Don't you worry though, guys. There'll be loads of watch-alongs. There'll be loads of reactions. Loads and loads and loads of content coming your way. So be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on for more content. But thank you for watching. Bucket Sam, over and out. Thank you. Goodbye.